Leadership Ascension is an effort bringing community leaders from across our parish together to make an impact. And today in the studio, we have people making a STEMpact. Introducing Roshni, Torri, and Justin, just a few members of the STEMpact team from the Leadership Ascension class of 2025. Thanks for joining us in the studio today.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
All right, so I did mention three. Justin, this is a team effort.
Yes.
There's a lot of you here today, very
Yes.
supportive of each other. Tell me a
Yes.
little bit about your team.
So we're all from different diverse backgrounds, industries, professions. We have grown to become like a STEMpact family. The way this program works, we were complete strangers. We were put together at complete random. And, you know, I consider some of these people some of my closest allies in this particular initiative. So it's really an exciting effort.
Awesome. So how many team members do you guys have?
It is 8 of us.
8.
Yes.
I feel it. The
Yes,
support
yes.
is in the room today.
So STEMpact Ascension, it's like a wave. So we want to make sure we keep that energy high, but we all support each other and rally behind each other, for sure.
Awesome. So a part of Leadership Ascension is getting together with complete strangers and finding a need and
Exactly.
addressing it.
Exactly.
What did you guys choose to do for your project?
Exactly. So STEMpact Ascension is an initiative in which we created STEM tools and put together bundles of just resources that really empowers second graders in Ascension Parish. Donaldsonville Primary and Gonzales Primary were the 2 schools we selected. And the initiative came out of the need of a collective voice of us trying to figure out how do we encourage and empower our youth going forward. And so, of course, with several different members, with different backgrounds, with different viewpoints, we easily aligned on education in our future, in our youth. So that's how we landed at that particular project.
Awesome. So what has it been like planning to bring more STEM initiatives into Ascension Parish? How's the planning been?
It's been really great. It's been really exciting to see how supportive the members of the school have been. And also, we think that STEM is something that can really change a child's future if they're exposed to it at a young age. And that's why we chose 2nd grade, because that's when a lot of the critical thinking skills start. And so we're really hoping that the students at both of these schools can feel the impact.
And what has it been like gaining support so far? And what type of materials and fun things have you guys been able to do at this point?
So I think from a donor perspective, and I'll let Torri explain a little bit more about that, but from industry support, we have various businesses that contributed funds to allow us to see this dream come true. Torri might have more insight as well.
Yeah, we had several local businesses and industries that were really big supportive of this project. We were just amazed at how many of the local area businesses in Ascension Parish were so open to help support our project.
And we see you guys everywhere.
Yes.
It didn't take long for STEMpact to rocket.
Yes, yes.
And you can't miss it. So how has it been going into the schools and bringing these materials so far? And what is the excitement behind it? Y'all carry a certain energy.
Yes.
But what has it been like in the schools that you've chosen so far?
Yeah, so it's a twofold situation. First, we want the students, when they hear STEM, we want to disassociate it with your grandparents' version of STEM education. We want it to be exciting. These careers lead to, you know, high earnings. They lead to change for families, innovation within that particular individual. And so we wanted to keep that energy very, very high. And then secondly, our educators, the ones that are actually in the classrooms preparing our students in our future. There's tons of growth that is happening in Ascension with the different expansions and the different business growth. So we want to make sure that our students in this parish are equipped and ready for those opportunities, for sure.
And for people who may just be on the whole, outside spectrum of this, what is STEM at its core in general? What is STEM? And why is it important for kids to be able to have accessibility to it? And are they in this parish so far? Are you seeing really a need for it?
I think there's definitely a need for it. I think at its core, you know, STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. And we also added literacy into our classrooms. And I think that nowadays, those careers maybe aren't talked about as much locally. So we want people to be exposed to it at a young age. And we also want people to know like the power of picking up a book and how important reading is for any career you choose.
And that kind of shows in the sponsors that have chosen to back you guys. A lot of industry I saw, a lot of community partnerships that I saw on that. And recently, as of yesterday, an announcement.
Yes.
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 A really big
A
sponsor.
really big announcement. So we're really excited to thank NASA for leaning in and providing us with an assortment, like a treasure trove of just STEM tools. Specifically, the NASA Marshall Space Flight Center contributed Artemis space diagrams of their new facilities, of the new spaceships, Surviving on Mars workbooklets, which students can actually envision themselves as an astronaut to be able to come up with calculations, how to survive, oxygen levels. And then also we have access to NASA's STEMenstrations library, which is basically videos of what it's like to survive in space, what are the calculations, and it's all at the second grade, third grade level, which even prepares them more for like a real idea of how you can have this pathway to be anything you want to be. And so just having NASA on board and then being so willing to support Leadership Ascension, one, and then also STEMpact Ascension is a very, very big deal that we're super excited about. Yes.
That is amazing. So the
Yes.
kids are, I saw on your social media, you said,
Yes.
what a way to fuel
Yes,
to
yes,
keep
yes.
going. So
Yes.
definitely fueling young learners. What's next? How are you guys going to be hands-on with STEMpact going forward? And what more are you looking for the community to back something like this?
Exactly. So with Leadership Ascension, typically the projects are pretty finite. So there's a start time and an end time. What we've learned and what we've been observing in the schools from the teachers, from the students, that the STEMpact wave is just kind of inescapable. And I have to brag on it a little bit, but that energy that enters into that classroom, the teachers want to see that going. So I think going forward, there are two incredible STEM teachers at both schools who have established curriculum for it. We also have a yearly pathway that continues those STEM activities that we can also monitor. And then also Leadership Ascension, once this wraps up, they'll still be involved with the whole process of STEMpact Ascension's efforts. So I think going forward, it's going to be really exciting to see this legacy project continue to grow legs. Also, too, we're going to give the keys at some point to our schools and to our teachers and say, hey, this is our game plan. This is what we did. This is how to keep the energy. Because when you're dealing with second graders, we want them to consistently be excited about it. And so we're going to give them a roadmap. So I think that's going to be a excellent effort going forward.
Awesome. And Torri, I don't want to talk to you specifically because you haven't said much today, but I know you are passionate about what you do. Do you have anything that you want to tell the community about STEMpact? If there's one thing they needed to know about this, what do they need to know?
Just the exposure to the STEM project. And many of the teachers said without our awareness to STEM and the importance of STEM, where many of the students wouldn't have had these exposures.
And you chose Donaldsonville Primary and Gonzales Primary. Tell me about choosing the schools and if you guys plan to expand into any other schools.
It's a great question. And it's a question we've been getting repeatedly. So we chose Donaldsonville Primary and Gonzales Primary because they're on both sides of Ascension. We have the east and west side. And so we wanted to make sure that we tackled those schools first to give them an opportunity to deploy this method, to see that level of engagement first. And now that we've seen just how well they've responded to every single thing, it's definitely a conversation for the parish to continue. And I think, again, I brag on this team a lot. And I know I'm the spokesperson in this moment, but it takes all of us to make this happen. Myself, Torri, Roshni, Michelle, Randy, Brenton, Robert, Ashley, we all come from these very diverse backgrounds, and it's super exciting that we get together to create this initiative. And it's a bond at the end of the day. It's a bond that we made as colleagues, as professionals, but it's a bond we made with this parish as well to continue this education effort to see our youth actually transcend. So we're excited.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. I did look at you guys' backgrounds, your Meet the Team. You've got some law, some healthcare,
Yes,
engineering, industry. I mean, you really have it all, teaching. And so to come together and pick something like this to put back into our youth, to grow the future of Ascension Parish, you can't deny it. Your energy is undeniable, and we wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for joining us. And if anyone wanted to learn more about STEMpact or how they can get involved, where can they find you guys and your efforts?
yes. You can find us on Facebook, STEMpact Ascension. We also have a mini site. It's beacons.ai/STEMpact Ascension. Follow us, engage with us. We want to make sure that everyone is engaging, liking the content. And before we go, we do this one thing. We're going to put hands in.
I'm ready.
And we're going to say, go STEMpact on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Go
Go
STEMpact!
STEMpact!
Thank y'all for having us.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you guys for joining us. Well, we are taking off with STEMpact. If you want to learn more about how you can get involved in this initiative, do not miss the information on your screen. This is a rocket group, and we can't wait to see them taking off in the community. We'll see you next time.